So really the origin of this joint was, I was listening to a lot of Diplomats. Yeah, they moved to New York and then started rocking with the Diplomats heavy. So I was listening to a lot of old Diplomats tracks at the time when I made this one and found this beat from the Heatmakers and just really locked in on it. I love the sample on it. Sped up, energized, but it had me ready to go, had me ready to rap. Gritting on my teeth, I keep the precinct under pressure. Hummer leather, cashmere sweater, and FICO credit, Rico sweating. Riding around maybe stressing, grinding my teeth, I have a tendency to clench. Clenching my teeth, I keep the precinct under pressure. When I look at it, you know, the opposition, the precinct, they're always looking for somebody to fuck up and break the law. It's not gonna be me, but gotta keep the pressure on them. Hummer leather, cashmere sweater. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a Hummer and I'm rocking cashmere. Simple as. FICO credit, Rico sweating. So FICO credit, FICO, F-I-C-O is your credit score for you. You young ones or people that don't know about that. Rico sweating, Rico charges, you know what I'm saying? It's free salon, it's free Gunna, it's free YSL. So we ain't gonna get caught up in a Rico charge, you know? If it's up to me. Porto de Galena, slice the seedless watermelon. Register my blessing, genius is a weapon. So Porto de Galenas, that's just like a beautiful port in Brazil. Love to get out there. That's sort of a manifest bar. Like, love to see that one day. I would love to see those beautiful waters, beautiful people, loving life. Really, I live at the beach already, but to experience that in another part of the globe, another part of culture and people, and you know, it's just a vibe. It's a vibe, a little manifestation right there. I'm gonna make it out there. In my presence, little peasants, you should fret it. Fred Flintstone, old rocks got new homes. Orphanage bezel. In my presence, little peasants, you should fret it. That's a little wordplay, like right there, a little alliteration. But honestly, the way I look at it, rap game, not really working like that. You kind of a peasant, so I'm saying my presence, little peasants, you should fret it. You should fret. You should worry. Fred Flintstone, old rocks got new homes. Orphanage bezel. So it's like basically any stone you have in a chain, in a charm, in a ring. In an earring, it's old, it's thousands and thousands of years old, it's older than us. So old rocks got new homes, orphanage bezel. That's all stones are old. Orphanage, if you live in an orphanage, you getting rehomed. Hopefully you getting bought a home. So I'm giving these rocks a new home. Giving these stones a new home, orphanage bezel. Shout out Fred Flintstone, driving his car with his feet. Whistle like the kettle, Nerf ball special. Rachel Dolezal dough, changing colors as I level. Whistle like the kettle, kettle whistles when it's ready, when the tea is boiling. It's gonna start whistling. You know, they make that noise that a whistle does. Back in the day, they had the Nerf balls that you would throw them. It was like shaped like a football, but it had a wing on the back, almost like a tail with like a cross, like a four cross, and you throw it and it had a whistle built into the side of the football part. So you launch that thing, bing, 80 yards, whistling like it's like a tea kettle when it's ready, you know. Whenever I'm ready, I'm about to serve, I throw it like a damn Nerf football. It's Nerf or nothing. So Rachel Dolezal was this wild individual back like mid 2010s. Who was like a professor, and she claimed she was black, but she's a white lady, in my opinion. But Rachel Dolezal, dough, like dough, money, bread, changing colors as we level. So as we level up, we're going from 1s to 5s to 10s to 20s to 50s to 100s. And then, you know, then it goes into metaverse. Maybe I don't know what color a Bitcoin is or what color, you know. Notice Philip Glass playing on the elevator speakers. Birds, I'm not a tweeter. Call me Mr. Misdemeanor. Missed the club with money like the settings on a cleaner. Bottle bringer. Jerry Springer beamer. Mohosen at Stanley Steamer. I noticed Philip Glass playing on the elevator speakers. Philip Glass is like an incredible composer. Very deep. Like, you go on his Spotify, his iTunes, his YouTube. Like, he phenomenal beats. Like, if I'm just cleaning the house or like sometimes just walking the dog, just out. Anytime I need a break driving the car, whatever, if I need a break, you know, just from words and images being thrown at me, I listen to some Philip Glass, and I stepped on an elevator before. He's like the type of cat that can make it to the elevator, like legendary, like timeless type shit. Birds, I'm not a tweeter, call me Mr. Misdemeanor. I never had Twitter, never had a Twitter account. I might have had one for like 3 weeks, but then my username was whack and like I didn't know what to tweet about. Like that's not really for me, just like, it's just not my sort of vibe, you know, throwing thoughts out. A lot of people arguing on there. That shit kind of negative, but Missy Elliott's one of my favorite rappers of all time. It's a female, crazy style, is inspirational as far as just the way she dressed and carried herself and rapped, and her visuals and everything were just so entertaining always. So Mr. Misdemeanor, I caught some misdemeanors in my day too. So she used to call herself Missy Misdemeanor. I said, call me Mr. Misdemeanor, you know, saying as the male version. Missed the club with money like the settings on the cleaner. So you got the spray bottle, you set that thing to either spray or mist. Mist the money like the settings on the cleaner. I'm misting. I'm not necessarily spraying cash. I'm misting the club. So we're not balling like that. I got bills to pay. I got bills to pay. Jerry Springer Beamer. Mo-ho's in that Stanley Steamer. Jerry Springer Beamer, I mean, obviously is a great rhyme. Like it just flows together, but you know what I'm saying? Maybe I was sliding in the Beamer and I had an audience when I was doing it. Jerry Springer Beamer, saying they were chanting Jerry when I came through in the Jerry Springer Beamer. Mo-ho's in that Stanley Steamer. Stanley Steamer is that's the vacuum. That's the carpet cleaning company. They pull up with the gray truck. It has like the bold lettering, the italicized like bold lettering, crazy border, just real stern Stanley Steamer. Mo-ho's in that Stanley Steamer. I pulled the hose out I'm either a fire extinguisher. I'm working for Stanley Steamer. Also, double entendre. You say you work it out for yourself. Mojo Jojo villainous plots, vanilla yachts, Komodo dragon seats inside the wagon, saliva claws and blood clots. Mojo Jojo was like the crazy, he was the green ape. I think he had like a pink cape and then like a blue like spaceman outfit, and his brain was exposed in a glass case. He like leveled up and did some experimentation, but just to go crazy, he was like the wildest villain ever. On Powerpuff Girls. Powerpuff Girls, one of the two. Mojo Jojo villainous plots. I'm plotting villainously. It's a lot of consonants and vowels right there. Villainously. Word of the day. Spell it. Vanilla yachts. Vanilla yachts. I love riding in the harbor, driving over a bridge, seeing a nice vanilla yacht. It seems to be the most classic color. Komodo dragon seats inside the wagon. I might be in a hatchback with seats made of Komodo dragon skin in it. It's another manifestation, just something I want to see for myself, you know. I really believe some people want, you know, a new watch. Some people want, you know, a new bag or, you know, this or that. But for me, I want to be in a wagon, maybe you know, just a throwback, a 90s Subaru WRX STI with Komodo dragon seats in it. Saliva causing blood clots, you know. I'm spitting crazy, you know what I'm saying? I'm spitting so crazy I bite somebody. I might spit on somebody's open wound and they might get a blood clot because I got venom in my spit, you know what I'm saying? Just spitting crazy. Spitting like a Komodo dragon. Komodo dragon take you out, they bite you in the ankle. Take like 4 or 5 days, or they chase you down, just wait. Conjunctivitis in your iris, sickness that you watch. Conjunctivitis is like, that's a bacterial infection in your eyeball. That's pink eye. You know what I'm saying? Sleeping on shitty farty pillows and you eating ass out there. I don't know what y'all doing in the streets. I know what y'all doing. I know what y'all up to. What? You in the back? Let me write the plot. Military grade pot. Same Aki, different shop. So military grade weapons, that's like the best of the best of the best, sir. That you can get, that they got technology they haven't even released to us yet and shit. So like military, I don't got military grade pot that hasn't been released to the public yet. You know, I grow really good plants, so my pots have to also be, you know what I'm saying, very sustainable, biodegradable. The same Aki, different shop. I might see the same cat in a different shop 3 times in 1 week. Sticking to the game, changed my name to Scotch. Michael Scott. Paper is my only thought. So I'm really sticking to it. I'm sticking to the game, sticking to what I do best. Staying with it like Scotch tape. Michael Scott fuck with paper, so do I. Peace. Body weight the squat, had to change the lot. So fly, so-called SWAT. Wins or not, the color apricot in the court parking lot. Body weight the squat, you know, so I gave up weights. I don't go to the gym anymore. It's all body weight, controlling your own weight. So it's just body weight squat. Also, carrying your weight, you body weight, you gotta carry it on self. Life is a marathon, it's not a sprint. Yeah, you might look cool doing a 275, 245, 300-pound squat with knee wraps. You're gonna blow your knees out. What are you doing? You're gonna hurt yourself. It's about health, it's a marathon. I'm so fly that they might call in SWAT helicopters. SWATs fly, so-called SWAT. That's the only thing managed. They need to put some tarpoons on the side, some harpoons and tarpoons. I might have been in a court parking lot with a tie on, with the Windsor knot, and I tied my own tie. That's a tie knot, it's a Windsor knot. You can do a double Windsor as well if you want the thick joint pause. But I might have been in a court parking lot with the apricot tie on with the Windsor knot in it. Tied by myself. Mortadella sliced hella thin. Prosciutto on charcuteries. Fill risotto in that holy cow Jeep. Mortadella and prosciutto, that's two types of lunch meats, charcuterie meats. There's differing levels of quality. Depends on your butcher and where you're sourcing them from, but I love a salted pork. I grew up in the South, barbecuing, eating pork. Phil Risotto in a holy cow Jeep. But yeah, I get it. I know it's Phil Rizzuto. Phil Rizzuto, great shortstop. Scooter was his nickname. Also, Holy Cow was he turned into an announcer. He would say Holy Cow. So I'm in a Holy Cow Jeep. I'm in a black and white Jeep. Holy cow looking holy, eating risotto. I'm back to throwback. I'm mixing the pasta in with the charcuterie. Doze off, no Zoloft, the serotonin Mozart. Won't doze off, the ghost off, bring more shaman. If I die, put a condom in my coffin. Doze off, no Zoloft, the serotonin Mozart. So I'm the Mozart of creating serotonin naturally. I don't need like a antidepressant or Zoloft. You know what I'm saying? If you're on the Zoloft, big ups to you. I'm on things as well. I'm on substances. Not necessarily Zoloft, but I'm the serotonin Mozart, so I'm gonna be remembered for fucking Christ mumbling, I guess. I'm gonna be remembered for being the serotonin Mozart. I can create natural serotonin, dopamine. You gotta go out and get active. You gotta make your emotions happy. You can't necessarily depend on a pill. Health is wealth. You gotta make your own health and wealth. Charmin soft, won't doze off. Bring Mo Charmin, I'm the shit. You know what I'm saying? I gotta poop. I'm gonna poop on you rappers. I'm gonna poop on you. The shit. If I die, put a condom in my coffin. I'm saying, so if I die, if I'm ever to die, not when I die, but if I am to die, put a condom in my coffin. Though I want a glass coffin, maybe a mink coat, you know, head to toe, maybe a mink like sweatsuit, mink socks, mink bucket. Actually, different hats could be fire by then, but a bucket would be nice. Mink everything, headed to in a glass coffin, but also throw some condoms in there with me. I want to be, you know, be safe to the afterlife. You know, if I can bring one thing with me to the afterlife, throw some condoms in the coffin. You know. Derek Lee, 2040, Genius Team. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. Yeah. Kick the motherfucking camera.